I was deliberating whether to even film this today because it's currently 29 degrees in the UK. I've had this fan on all day and I've had to turn it off so you can't hear it in the video, and honestly I am sweating like a pig. Let's just hope I can get through this video today without dying of dehydration. Today has naturally been such a busy day. All this morning I've had maintenance issues in my student house. It's 29 degrees and we had no water for a good 6 hours. Not only did we have the water supply issue, but our maintenance guy came round unannounced. Like, normally they're supposed to give us an email, but he came randomly to fix our oven and hobs because they're also broken. So yeah, my house is just slowly falling apart. I guess that just highlights really the wonders of living in a student house. I've just been in hell. Hey guys, it's Gaia, what's up, and welcome back for another video, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today, as you've read in the title, I'm going to give you the lowdown on the best student shops for university, whether that's to buy things before you go to university or during. If you are new to my channel and you are looking for more advice / content on university, start now by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. If you're watching this video because you found my channel from watching Nottingham Trent University related videos, don't forget I am uploading the Nottingham Trent University Ultimate Q&A next Tuesday. If you would like to ask a question for that Q&A, I'll be posting another Instagram story about it on my Instagram. So if you would like to ask a question and you don't follow my Instagram, here it is. But other than that, if you do find this video helpful, please give it a massive thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get on with my video. So today I will be giving you guys several of the best student shops that you should be able to find if you live in the UK. Many of these places are also budget friendly, which should apply to a lot of you guys because you're broke students like myself, or at least you will be by the end of this experience. Jumping straight into number one, obviously you can't go to university without going to IKEA. This Swedish shop is literally made for university students. Like, I'm pretty sure it's considered a milestone to go do that first IKEA shop before you move into university, like with your parents. I remember when I did it with my mom. It's very exciting. It definitely hits you at that point that you are moving away from home. It reminds you how much stuff you actually need when you're living in halls, like even little things like a dustpan and brush. I'm pretty sure I got that hanging plant that you can see in the corner of my screen from IKEA. Every female I know has one of those fake hanging plants from IKEA. Like, I kid you not. If you're thinking of bringing plants to university, unless you are one of those people that will remember every single day to water your plants, I would recommend buying like a low maintenance plant like cacti or just a good old fake plant, because seriously you will forget to water them. There are even some days where I gently forgot to water my cacti and I'm surprised they're still alive. But obviously there's not an IKEA in every single city or town in the UK, so if you live close by to an IKEA, or if you have a chance to travel to one, I do recommend strongly that you go to IKEA. Next we have good old Primark. I can't not talk about this child labour sweatshop because IKEA can sometimes get a bit expensive with home decor. I recommend going to Primark as well for like soft furnishings. Like, most of the stuff in my room is from Primark because yes, I'm all about that cheap life. Who doesn't love a good bargain? You know, I'm pretty sure when I moved to university I bought like a set of like, I think it was like 7 socks for like £2. Obviously they're not gonna last, but hey ho, Primark. And I'm not the only one. A lot of students do go to Primark for their stuff. Luckily, you also find Primark in a lot of cities and towns. You'll most likely find a Primark near your university, and I strongly recommend you go, especially even after you move into university, because it's great for like if you need like an orange top or something for like fancy dress that evidently you're not going to own in your wardrobe already, or just some extra bedding. Like, I don't think sometimes people appreciate how decent Primark bedding actually is. I know some people say that Primark clothes aren't amazing, but they are honestly great if, say, your student finance is running low. Unfortunately for most students, unless, I don't know, you come from like a well-off family, you won't always have the chance to buy designer clothes. Sometimes I actually suggest not actually bringing designer clothes or your best stuff to uni, because sometimes it may get trashed. That's also why I've recommended budget stuff. As I found living in halls, especially in first year, a lot of your stuff may get trashed. I lived in a very messy flat in first year, and the amount of times I'd find my pots and pans scraped because people have been using using it to cook pasta, but they haven't used a wooden spoon and they've used like a metal fork, and it's just completely chipped all of the paint off at the bottom. There's no point spending so much money on something that might end up getting trashed. Next you have Asda, which is obviously a supermarket. Not only can you buy soft furnishings and decor in Asda, you can also buy food. Asda can be slightly more expensive than say other supermarkets when it comes to food, but I think you can still find like good value meals, especially those 3 for £6 mac and cheeses. Like, oh, I cannot resist one. Also, the good thing about Asda, they do home deliveries, which is amazing when you're in second year and you can't be asked to walk to the local supermarket because you live slightly further away from town now that you aren't living on campus. In my entire second year, I defo relied on Asda home deliveries, and I recommend the same. Like, also saves having to remember those bag for lives that you never remember, and then you end up having to buy another one in the supermarket. By the end of the year, you have like a good 700 stuffed away in some cupboard. All of the home deliveries, like most other home deliveries, come in crates, so you just take the food out and put it straight into your fridge, which I find so much better. If you find Asda a bit more expensive, I suggest the next shop to go to is Aldi, which I literally lived in for first year. It's amazing. Like, at one point my weekly shop was like £7, no joke, because the pasta is like 20p each. Like, I'm not kidding, 20p for like a packet of pasta. I definitely recommend going to Aldi for food. And even things like booze, like, why spend 20 quid on like some branded alcohol like Smirnoff vodka when you can literally buy their non-branded cheaper vodka, which literally tastes the same? At least when you're drunk enough, it doesn't taste the same. If you have got an Aldi near you at uni and you have a tight budget, then I do recommend Aldi. If you have obviously got a bit more to spend, I recommend Asda. I do recommend Tesco too, but there is obviously a slight price difference between, say, some toothpaste. You know, you can get that for like, I don't know, something like 80p in Aldi compared to like £1.30 in Tesco. Next shop is Tiger or Flying Tiger, depends what it's called near you. This shop is great for like if you want little like trinkets for like your uni room, or even like things like bowls or like cutlery or any little knickknacks. A lot of the things I bought for university is from Tiger, and they again are great price. Because of the price, some things may not last as long as you may want them to, so it depends whether like you want to invest. Like recently before the lockdown, I bought some earphones from Tiger and they're great because obviously they're like £3, but because they're £3, they're obviously not going to last as long as say like, I don't know, a 20 quid pair of like earphones. So I guess it's like your call really. But if you do like aesthetic little trinkets or like, you know, especially fairy lights, if you want fairy lights for your room, either go on Amazon, which I'll get onto in a second, or Tiger. Like, perfect. Most of my fairy lights are from Tiger. They do different designs and different shapes. Also in Primark, they're amazing for fairy lights. You're not a university student if you don't have any fairy lights. Like, it's just a given. You will never find a university room without fairy lights in it, or some form of like colourful LED light. It's literally gospel when it comes to being a university student. Next shop is Wilko's. I think a lot of people forget Wilko's exists, but it's honestly great again for like kitchen stuff, bedding, cushions, like lamps. If you're one of those people that wants to take a lamp with you to uni, I would suggest going to Wilko's. They do some decent lamps. I'd also recommend them for like toiletries and like bathroom things. They're also great if you want some baskets for your room. Like, I know I'm quite a tidy person, so I'd like to think I'm a tidy person. My mom would probably say I'm not. Hi mom if you're watching. But I like to have little baskets in my room just so I can like organise things, and I recommend you guys do that if you're moving into a university flat, especially if you plan to bring quite a few things. Next shop, I wouldn't really class it as a shop, but Amazon is a great place to buy uni stuff. I think a lot of people forget about Amazon because it's just there in the background. They're not only great for buying like kitchen stuff and room stuff such as those fairy lights, but they're also good for buying food. Like, Amazon has a section called Amazon Pantry, which I only discovered a few months ago. They sell a lot of things like canned drinks and snacks and like food essentials in bulk, so it's really great, especially if you want 70 pot noodles. You can find that on Amazon. Not only are Amazon great for all that stuff, but they're also great for finding university books that you need when you actually get to university. So not only do you need to buy things like food and decoration when you're at university, but you also need to buy books for your course if you can't access them at the library or online. I recommend Amazon because they also sell second-hand ones as well, and personally I feel like sometimes second-hand books are actually better because you don't always use the university books. Even if you buy first-hand books on Amazon instead of a bookstore, it is better than said bookstore, because those bookstores like Waterstones or whatever, they sometimes do ramp the price up a bit more. I would compare prices before you buy anything. Sometimes it is good to buy more expensive items for uni, because that means like you're investing in products and chances are it will probably last a lot longer than say if you buy something from like Primark or Aldi. But then again, like I said, it could get ruined and you might get upset. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there because I can't really think of any more shops off the top of my head that I feel like you guys will need. Obviously, I'm not including like other supermarkets like Morrison and Sainsbury's are great as well if you want like kitchen stuff. Like I said, this video is mainly for budget shops. I hope this video has helped give you a better idea about what shops to focus on when you are buying stuff for university. I've tried to give you a range of different shops that anyone can access, and you don't need to be mega rich to buy things from here. Even though some of these shops can be considered cheap and budget, they do still sell good quality things. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, if you want more university advice, check out my channel. I do university related videos. If you would like me to film a specific video, please comment down below and let me know. I'll be more than happy to do a video on whatever you'd like. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Tuesday for the Nottingham Trent University Q&A. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.